Today on breakfast, lunch, and dinner cooking, I'm going to teach you how to make these beautiful, beautiful enchiladas. Okay, I'm going to start out. I made this sauce yesterday when I made the chicken tacos. That's what I boiled the chicken in. So I'm going to heat that up. Yeah, I told you yesterday you don't have to waste that sauce that you boiled the chicken in, and it gives it a lot of flavor. And then I'm going to add to it, I'm going to add these mild green chilies. Okay. And then I've got this Corn King white corn tortillas. And I am going to fry each one of them and put, I think I'm going to dump a little bit of that oil out. I didn't want that much. Just a little bit of oil. You don't want them greasy, you just want them to be more pliable. So I am going to warm some of these up. And I'm going to stack them on my plate, and once I get these all warmed up and slightly browned, I'll get back to you. What I'm going to do is I think I'm going to roll them up 2 at a time. These are so thin. So I'm going to put these on top of these because there's so much oil on it. I'm not really into all that oil. And once these get brown, yeah, I think I am going to do them 2 at a time, and then it'll make 12. And that's my oven. I got it preheated to 375. And as soon as these get where I want them to be, we'll start building them. Just slightly browning them. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, I've got my enchilada sauce. I'm going to put about probably a teaspoon of garlic powder in it and stir that around. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour a little bit of this sauce into my pan. And then I am going to start building. I've got the chicken from my tacos and the cheese from my tacos, and I did grate a little bit more. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start taking my tortillas, and I am going to fill them with a little bit of chicken and a little bit of cheese. And then I'm going to roll them up, and I'm going to start setting them in here. I figure I'm going to have about 12 in here. And when I get these all built, I'll get back to you. Okay, I've got my enchiladas all built. So now I'm going to take the rest of my sauce, pour it right over the top of all of these. And if, you know, I did use just the tomato sauce with the package of spice in it, but you can just buy enchilada sauce for this if you don't have it. And just kind of put them all over like that. Make sure they're all covered. Okay. And now I'm going to add my cheese. This is the cheese from my tacos yesterday, and I've got more cheese that I grated. And I'm going to put that all over there, just like so. These are going to be so yummy. I'm using Colby Jack cheese here. You can use a Mexican blend or whatever you want to do, but this is what I have. So this is what I'm using. And then I've got some green onions that I cut up and froze. And I'm going to sprinkle those on there. I just thought it'd make it look pretty. I think I'm gonna put them on some paper towel. If you've watched me at all, you know I'm the freezer queen. Everything goes in the freezer. If it's gonna go bad, I freeze it. Okay. Slide those off a little bit. Look at how pretty that looks. And I am gonna bake that uncovered on 375 for probably 35 minutes. But I'm gonna watch and just see what we got. So I'll get that in the oven and I'll get back to you. Okay, I just took them out of the oven and they look absolutely delicious. I'm gonna grab a plate. And if you notice, they kind of puffed up from the corn tortilla part, you know, because they swelled up from the sauce. Oh my gosh. Look at these beautiful, beautiful enchiladas. I can hardly wait. You guys don't know it, but you get whatever I'm craving. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. And if you want to know how to make my enchilada sauce, I made the chicken tacos with it. I cooked the chicken in it yesterday, and you can watch that in episode. I believe it was 134. And this will be 135, pretty sure. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. And remember, there's nothing you can't do if you put your mind to it, like making enchiladas. And love the Lord with all your heart. Bye now.